Happy Friday, Facebook folks. We're going to get into your weather for this evening, this afternoon, tonight, and for the entire weekend, and a look into next week. But it's a gorgeous day outside right now. We'll go ahead and show what's going on as far as the cameras around the area. Jones College in Ellisville coming in at 87, but it feels like 89. Skies are crystal clear and blue there. Now, William Carey University in East Hattiesburg, 86, but it feels like 91. And look at those beautiful clear skies. Every sky cam I'll show you on here is going to have a clear picture. At Peachtree Nissan in West Hattiesburg, 86 degrees. Feels like it's 91 degrees there. And we'll take a look at University of Southern Mississippi, where it's 86, feels like 91. And at Forest Hill Hospital, same thing, it feels like 91. Although it's 86, the air temperatures will probably get into the lower 90s this afternoon. At Express Care in Summerall, 87 degrees, feels like it's 90. And we'll check on South Central Regional Medical Center in Law, where it's 87 degrees, feels like it's 88. But I guarantee you the humidity is going to really come up now. It'll be kind of low tonight, and we'll be in the lower 60s. But boy, I tell you, after that, it's going to get really hot and humid here in South Mississippi. This is Circle C Tractor in Waynesboro. It's 90, but it feels like 96 degrees there. And we have a Law where it's 87. It feels like it's 88. But all of these are going to come up tremendously over the next several days. Finally, Circle C Tractor in Waynesboro, 90, feels like it's 96 degrees there. And we'll move on and show you the current readings across the area. 89 in Foxworth, 88 in Columbia, 86 in Oak Grove, 89 in Purvis, 87 in Moselle, Ellisville, Seminary, Summerall, 88 in Collins, 87 in Law, 87 in Beaumont, 88 in Brooklyn, and it's 90 down in Wiggins, 88 in Lucille, 90 in State Line, and 90 in Waynesboro, and 85 degrees up in Bay Springs, and it's 87 in Bassville. Now, here's your forecast between now and about 5 o'clock. We'll get somewhere around 93, 94 degrees this afternoon, so be prepared for some very hot weather. And if we don't quite reach 94, it's still going to be very hot outside. And I guarantee we'll reach 94 or 95 on Saturday, and likely on Sunday we could actually hit around 96. Now, for your commute forecast, on your way home this afternoon, it's just going to be beautiful sunshine. And it's going to be humid, definitely for sure, but overnight it's not going to feel as humid because we have some slightly dry air coming in, but that's going to be a thing of the past starting on Saturday and Sunday, as we'll have a much more humid weather moving in to our area. But around 93 degrees at 4 o'clock, 92 degrees by 5, around 90 at 6. But you get a nice big green light for your commute on your way home this evening. It's dry and warm. I almost call it dry and hot across the area. And I don't see much rain for the next several days. I think the entire weekend will actually be on the very dry side. Now, humidity, Saturday about 64, but on Sunday, Monday, it ramps up to around 74, 73 degrees, so that's going to be tough. All right, here's your forecast. Now, after getting to the 90s today, we'll be mainly in the mid-60s overnight to actually low 60s. I think I have 63 in the forecast overnight low. Now, here's your forecast for Saturday. Look at that, 94 in Summerall, 94 in Petal, 95 in Brooklyn, 94 in New Augusta, 92 in Waynesboro, 95 in Columbia. So you know it's going to be hot. Make sure if you're out and about, if you go in the pool, make sure you wear a lot of sunscreen. Or if you're playing golf or maybe doing lawn work, try not to do it in the middle of the day, because that's the heat, the maximum heating occurs in the early afternoon and mid-afternoon of the day. So you don't want to get too hot. And make sure you drink plenty of fluids if you're out and about doing all that stuff as well. So just make sure you just take it easy in all this heat. And eventually we're going to see the temperatures come down back to the upper 80s next week. We'll get to that here in just a moment. But I just want you to know it's just going to be a very hot weekend here in the Pine Belt. Now, here's your forecast for Sunday, starting off mainly in the lower 70s. That's going to be tough. That's going to be very humid. And during the afternoon on Sunday, it's going to be plain hot. 95 in Hattiesburg, 95 in Petal, as well as Moselle, Richton, 96 possible in New Augusta and Leakesville, 95 in State Line, 96 in Columbia, 94 in Purvis, 95 in Prentice, 94 in Collins, and 94 in Bay Springs. It's just going to be plain hot. Now here's your forecast for heat, high temperatures for the next 5 days. We actually could get around 97 on Sunday, to be honest with you. We'll have to wait and see, but it's certainly going to be in the 90s all the way for this weekend. So the weekend is going to be plenty hot, and we could see the temperatures come back down a little bit next week. Now, rain chances, we don't really have that much in the way of rain chances. None on Saturday, none on Sunday. I don't think we have none on Monday. I don't feel we even have some, maybe a tiny chance on Tuesday and Wednesday, but the rain chances aren't looking that great. So overall, here is your forecast for this afternoon, around 93, and it's going to be sunny, it's going to be hot, winds north around 5 miles per hour. Now overnight, it's going to be mostly clear, and I sipped overnight. Let me go put that back in right quick for you. Here we go. Here's your forecast again. Here's your forecast for today. We'll go back over that again. And today's high around 93, maybe even 94, sunny and hot, winds north around 5 miles per hour. Now overnight, it's certainly going to be on the mostly clear side, but not as humid. I think we'll get around 63 overnight here in the Pine Belt. And then here comes the heat on Sunday. It's going to be hot and humid, high around 94, maybe even 95 in many locations, wind south around 5 miles per hour. So we'll move on to show you the 7-day forecast. See, we'll be 93 today, 94 on Saturday, 96 on Sunday, 93 on Monday with a 30% chance for isolated showers, maybe a thunderstorm. Now, we do have a 40% chance for showers and storms on Tuesday with a high of 90. And we finally get back to the upper 80s on Wednesday and Thursday. We do have a 30% chance for isolated showers and storms on Wednesday, and down to a 20% chance on Thursday. But I guarantee you, after that, it's probably going to start warming up again here in the Pine Belt. So we'll go on and show you what's happening in the tropics. Not a whole lot is happening in the tropics at all. Matter of fact, there's so much wind shear out there, I don't think anything's going to happen in the tropics anytime soon. And if it would, it certainly wouldn't come towards us. It would just have to be shunted off toward the east like that, and it would never make it into our neck of the woods here. So don't worry about anything in the tropics, at least for the next 7 days. And I just don't think we have much going on out there at all. Plus, there's a lot of wind shear out there, so I wouldn't worry about that in the least, to be honest with you. So I wouldn't worry about that. But we got plenty of time to watch the tropics because it's really expected to be a busy season here in the tropics. All right, here's your Saharan dust forecast. This takes us into next Saturday. And you can clearly see it's not getting that thick out there, which is a bad sign if you don't like hurricanes. That's a bad sign, because if you don't have that Saharan dust to kind of beat the temperatures and everything down, there won't be much to stop the tropical storms or hurricanes from forming. Now, you can clearly see on here too, we got a big area of high pressure. It's going to be about next week out here too as well. That could steer the storms towards us, or just toward the United States at some point. So that's what we got to watch for. And that high is expected to hang around, and it could steer them like that. It could steer them like that into the Gulf. But this is all still way down the line. I don't think any of this will happen anytime soon here in the Pine Belt. So if you're thinking about temperatures next week, we're going to be back in the upper 80s for several days. But I think overall, we're going to be well above normal here in South. Matter of fact, the entire eastern half of the country is going to be above normal to well above normal. And we'll be above normal here in the Pine Belt. And let's see, speaking of rain, we look like we have about normal chances of rain, especially the strip right through Hattiesburg to Columbus, Georgia, down to Houston. When you see that gray area, that is normal rainfall. Now, when you see these dry areas, say like up in this general vicinity right here, that's that light brown, that indicates to me that the rain chances aren't going to be that good. And in this darker brown, it's even going to be drier. But when you see these greener areas, that's greater rain chances. So the best rain chances will be over central and southern Florida over the next week or so. and we'll show you what's going on as far as that's concerned. But anyway, we'll go back over the forecast again. Let me go back up here to our highs. Again, we're forecasting temperatures to be mainly in the 90s. 95 on Saturday, 96, 97 on Sunday, about 93 on Monday, but maybe upper 80s to lower 90s for Tuesday and Wednesday, as we'll have a chance for showers and thunderstorms moving back in. But we don't have a major system or anything like that coming, so don't worry about that. And we'll go over your forecast one more time. But first of all, we'll go over the rain chances. Again, we got a 30% chance for showers on Monday, 40% chance for showers, maybe a thunderstorm on Tuesday, and a 30% chance on Wednesday. These are the typical afternoon showers and thunderstorms that develop here in the Pine Belt. We have them every year, so I wouldn't be concerned about that at all. All right, here's your forecast today. Sunny around 93. Winds north at 5 miles per hour. It's going to be hot. Now, overnight, it's not going to be that terribly bad. It's not going to feel as humid. As a matter of fact, we're forecasting around 63 the overnight low, so mostly clear skies. I think it's going to be a pretty clear night myself, and it's not going to feel as bad, but the humidity level is going to come roaring back. Matter of fact, Saturday is looking very hot, 94 degrees, wind south around 5 miles per hour, so it's going to be sunny, hot, and humid during those days. Again, here is your 7-day forecast. In 93 today, 94 on Saturday, 96 on Sunday. Now, give or take 1 or 2 degrees on all these days. 93 degrees on Monday with a 30% chance of isolated showers and thunderstorms. Tuesday, we have scattered showers and storms in the forecast, high around 90. And then on Wednesday, we have a 30% chance for isolated storms with a high of 88. And Thursday, we have only a 20% chance for an isolated or stray shower, high of 89. Overnight lows again, about 63 tomorrow morning, but it warms up around 70 by Sunday morning. And look at that, by Monday morning, we'll be around 73 and 72 on Tuesday, around 70 on Wednesday, back to around 69 degrees by next Thursday. So again, let's go with the tropics. Nothing's happening here. So if you've been hearing, seeing things on social media that we got a big hurricane coming for us, don't believe that. There's nothing in the tropics, and nothing is expected to develop for the next 7 days. And even if it would, we have a huge amount of wind shear over the Gulf of Mexico. These are the winds that come out of the west and blow the east like that. That will prevent anything from coming into the Gulf of Mexico, so don't worry about that. And again, here the Saharan dust. This is not a lot of dust out there, so that could be a problem down the line when the hurricane season gets really busy. And again, here are your temperature forecasts for next week, above normal in practically all the entire eastern portion of the country. And your precipitation levels, very normal right here in the Pine Belt. When you get that gray color, that's the actual map that shows that's just normal. Slightly above normal rain chances down along the Mississippi Gulf Coast and into Florida, and even slightly more above rain chances in central and southern Florida. But look at this, drier up between Memphis and Nashville. It's going to be dry from Oklahoma City to Dallas and north of Hattiesburg and into Atlanta, into Cincinnati. So it's just going to vary from day to day what the weather's going to do. But overall, it's not looking that bad for us here in the Pine Belt at all. So just take it easy and enjoy yourself and enjoy your weekend. I think it'll be a lovely weekend. Just make sure if you're out and about, make sure you drink plenty of fluids and take extra breaks to get out of the heat. I'm Rex Thompson. I'll be back this afternoon at 5 o'clock with a complete look at your forecast.